It's April 1st, a new month, a new set of books to read. Stay tuned, coming right up here on Drew's Book Reviews. Good day, and welcome to another episode of Drew's Book Reviews and Other Bookish Things. We are doing an Other Bookish Things video today because we're going to talk about my April to be read. So, of course, as always, the books I'm going to talk about are not necessarily in the order that I'm going to read them in the month of April, but just the books I plan on reading in the month of April. And as always, check out my Discord, check out my Bookstagram, and check out my Patreon. That'll all be linked below. And I'd love to have you over on any one of those platforms, or just down the comment section below, and to like and subscribe is pretty cool too. So let's talk about it. But before we get into it, remember, I am going to be there is a poll on the community tab where you get to vote on which one of these books you for sure want me to do a review on, because I'm doing about 2 book reviews a month, 3 depending on the month, but you get to pick which one I for sure do for my reads in the month of April, to be posted by the middle of May for the Viewer's Choice Book Review. So first off, let's start off with H.P. Lovecraft Tales of Horror. So I'm reading a little bit in H.P. Lovecraft each and every month here on the channel. This month I'll be reading 2 short stories, The Lurking Fear and The Rats in the Walls. So both of those combined sound just awesome. I mean, when we come to H.P. Lovecraft, Rats in the Walls and The Lurking Fear just seem to go together quite well. I just envisioning like these devilish rats in the wall and the lurking fear that they spread with them. Just those 2 stories go together. I have no idea if they're related. That's just what my imagination tells me when I'm thinking H.P. Lovecraft and the lurking fear and the rats in the walls. So definitely check out H.P. Lovecraft. We'll see if I do an actual dedicated video on any one of those stories, but I'm looking forward to reading those for sure. H.P. Lovecraft's Lurking Fear and Rats in the Walls. One of the other books that I will be reading this month is Steven Erikson's Reaper's Gail from Malazan, Book of the Fallen. Once I'm done this one, I only have 3 books left in the entire series, which I hope to get through in May, June, and July. So here's hoping that I get through this. I'm looking forward to finally getting through the entire Malazan series, because it's a big series. It's definitely not for beginners. It's thick, there's a lot in it, but I am enjoying it nonetheless. As much as like, oh, what's going on? I'm still loving it, and I think the series honestly is getting better as we go through the books, and I think once I'm complete the series, I'll probably look at doing an entire series review on that, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I will be reading Reaper's Gale coming up in the month of April. One of the other books that I plan on reading in April will be Carp Jugulum. It looks like this is one of the Witches books from what I could see based on the cover art. Terry Pratchett from Discworld, so I'm continuing on with my Discworld reads with 1 Discworld book per month. So definitely Carp Jugulum is coming up for my April TBR. I'm really looking forward to this because Terry Pratchett is always hilarious. Without fail, I'm absolutely loving his books. So I have no doubt I'm going to really enjoy this one. And of course, with that, we are picking up Gods of Blood and Powder, Book 3, Blood of Empire. So this is the one in the Powder Mage world that I haven't actually read yet, as I'm doing a reread of the Powder Mage trilogy's first and second trilogy before getting on to the Blood of Empire from Gods of Blood and Powder. So I am really looking forward to reading this book. It has been so long since I got this book. It's been sitting on my shelf for I don't even know how long now. I've just been slowly working my way through my to-be-read pile so I could finally get to this. So I'm really looking forward to reading this and finishing out the trilogy of Gods of Blood and Power, Blood of Empire. I have no doubt it's going to be a good read. I mean, every book in this series has just been fantastic, and I've loved every one that I've read so far. So I'm really looking forward to getting to this book. I have no doubt it will be a good read for sure. One of the other books I do plan on reading here in the month of April. So one of the things that I'm enjoying doing is trying to get to 1 nonfiction book each and every month. This month's nonfiction pick is going to be Kindred Neanderthal Life, Love, Death, and Art. So this should be interesting, kind of a book all about the Neanderthal, our closest non-living relatives or cousins, and the last known human or hominid species to die out, leaving us the single hominid human species on the planet. So this should be an interesting read to read about, our closest cousins and well, closest non-living cousins. I guess technically we're all apes, so you know, the apes are cousins, but this is the closest non-living relatives that we have in the historical record of the Earth. So this should be an interesting read as to learn more about the Neanderthal. I'm looking forward to learning more about that, understanding that better, because definitely evolutionary history is certainly something that is of interest to me, so I think we'll find this to be an interesting read. I have no doubt about that. One of the other books on my April to be read, so this is a book that was published by Daniel H. Wilson, Michael Crichton, The Andromeda Strain. So I saw Michael Crichton's name on it and I just had to pick this up, or The Andromeda Evolution, because, well, let's face it, Michael Crichton is one of my favorite writers. And while I haven't talked much about Michael Crichton on the channel because I read all of his books before I even started this channel, maybe I should go back and do some rereads and some videos on some of his books. Maybe I will one day, but I've got a lot on my to be read, but who knows. But anyway, I saw Michael Crichton's name on The Andromeda Evolution, and I thought, Michael Crichton, name on a book, I've got to buy that. So I'm really hoping that Daniel H. Wilson manages to write a book as good as the other Michael Crichton books that I've read. I'm looking forward to reading that. This is on my to be read for the month of April, and I am really looking forward to getting to this book. So we will see how I enjoy it and whether or not it's as good as the writer Michael Crichton. The Andromeda Strain was pretty good, so the Andromeda Evolution sounds like it might be interesting. If I were to guess, it's probably something about the evolution of the Andromeda virus, evolving into something different, more dangerous possibly. Who knows? I don't know, because I haven't read it, but I look forward to reading it. So there you have it. There is my to be read for the month of April. So with that in mind, comment down below, have you read any of these books? What do you think? What's on your April to be read pile? And of course, head on over to the community tab and place your vote on which one of these books you definitely want me to do a review on. I look forward to hearing from you. And of course, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the links down in the description below. And as always, until next time, keep on reading. Bye!